Hello wonderful viewers, you're welcome once again to KNUST News File. My name is Tabia Peter and I'll be your moderator for this exciting session. So as you can see on my screens, we have the SONSOL Project, support one needy students, with one laptop. Yes, so this is actually a very popular project in KNUST that everybody talks about. As a first year, if you've not heard anything about any opportunities on the campus and you ask anybody around about opportunities that you are likely to get or you are going to benefit from, the person is likely to mention this project for you because it's very, very interesting and it's a nice opportunity for you, for everyone, especially if you're first year, because this is a project targeted to first years, and then it's going to provide you with a laptop that you're going to use for all your academic works. It's a project initiated by the Vice Chancellor, so we are going to take a look at it, how to become a beneficiary, and it's actually free. It is free, you don't pay anything, right? You just fill the form and then submit. If you are picked, you enjoy the very interesting package that it comes with. So if you are ready for this, let's get started. But then I'll urge you to subscribe to this channel, like and comment your suggestions and questions in the comment section. I'll be very glad to assist you to understand whatever that is bothering you. So let's get into SONSOL Project. Alright, so we are going to take a look at all about the SONSOL Project. That is the support one needy students with one laptop project, right? So we are going to look at how it came about, when, and then the application process and all issues related to, or all information related to the SONSOL Project. So the SONSOL Project was started by the current Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akusia-Dixon, right? She was appointed the VC in 2020. So as part of her initiatives, she introduced the SONSOL Project, and this project is very, very applauded. A lot of people are benefiting from it. Since its initiation, there has been a lot of students getting what they could not afford from this project. What they could not afford is a laptop, right? A laptop, you know, these days they are very expensive, and then some of you go to the market and end up getting a laptop that does not fit or does not qualify to be used for studies, right? So this project was brought in to help the needy students with access or get a laptop for themselves without any financial issues. Okay, so the SONSOL Project is a project that seeks to assist beneficiaries or brilliant but needy students with a laptop, right, so that they can continue with their academic journey. It's very tiring when you are supposed to read your slides and everything on your phone, but then the SONSOL Project is here to aid you with a laptop. Very, very good, right? And everybody likes that. Everybody wants a free thing, a free and a quality thing, right? So the SONSOL Project, okay, so let's look at the purpose of it. The SONSOL Project has helped a lot of students who could not afford laptops to have the opportunity to have one, right? So as a student, you need a laptop, and it's not all programs that require a laptop, but then looking at the environment that you find yourself, you actually need a laptop to help yourself with it, right? You would have to do a lot of project work, editing your stuffs and all that, reading slides. Yes, that particular thing, reading slides, is very important, and then accessing online course materials, right? You can bear with me that iPhone users, right, most of you cannot open some particular slides shared to the class groups, so you end up being stranded. You get frustrated because you cannot read what your colleagues are reading, so you have to borrow a laptop, right? So getting a laptop helps make these things easy, right? You do not have to be going here and there because you need a larger screen for what you want to do. And having a laptop, for some students, you can actually work on your project on your own. All you need is the internet connection, which the school has also provided. So all you need to do is just grab a laptop and then start with your work. But here's the case that some students find themselves in a situation where they cannot afford a laptop, and this project is very essential. It is a good initiative by the Vice Chancellor to help students, right? Let's look at the application process. Okay, so before that, the SONSOL Project, last year they opened it up for postgraduate and then undergraduate. So postgrads had their opportunity and then they had their chance. We will look at all that. We look at their requirements, and then we look at what the application process and everything concerning the SONSOL project. So let's look at the application process. We will have the proof of need, right? The proof of need is what the statements that asks you or that gives you the chance to say whatever that you want to say, that will grant you what the opportunity to become a beneficiary of this project. Okay, so the proof of need, you state your name, your program, and then the reason why you want the scholarship. So in this you have to state your challenges. Okay, you have to tell your challenges. I'll play a video for you to listen to some of the beneficiaries from last year, the challenges some of them went through, and then you will get to understand how you're supposed to write your proof of need to get what things done.
I live with a single mother with 5 siblings, in which I'm the firstborn. My dad passed away. When my dad passed away, I have to stop schooling and follow my auntie to her place. Staying with my auntie wasn't easy, but what will I do? I have to stay with her. I stayed with my auntie for about 5 years. I wasn't going to school. So one day, I ran back to my mom's place. I continued my education, and due to the free senior high school, I was able to continue my SHS.
I wasn't having any other help because my uncle was a cripple and my senior sister too, due to marriage issues. She wasn't having anything to support. So I have to go to the mining site at our district, Talisi district, to do some mines so that I could get money and come back to the family and we get some food to eat. Due to the President of Ghana's fight against illegal mining, I stopped at the mining site and I went to my auntie's place in Accra.
Right, and then we have the admission letter, which obviously everybody has. The admission letter was the letter that was sent into your admission portal to indicate that you've gained admission for a particular program, right? So that letter, you print that out, make a copy, and then we have the acceptance letter, the letter that you signed, you wrote your name and signed, indicating the program you are admitted for. So here, when you are going to write with a year, and you are supposed to state the duration, right? So you are supposed to state, if it is a 6-year program, 6 years duration. If it is a 4-year program, 4 years duration, right? And then we have your WASI certificate or WASI results. So basically, most of us would go with the WASI results, right? You make a copy of your WASI results, and then you upload it. Right, so these are the documents, and then these are the major documents that are required by the board that is in charge of the SONSOL project. And then we have other supporting documents. This is where you provide documents that you think will give you the opportunity to get the scholarship. Example, students who have played leadership roles in schools, right? The house prefect, the dining hall prefect, the school prefect, whatever position that you held, or any activity you partook and then they gave a certificate, you can indicate that in your proof of need, and then you attach a copy of whatever certificate or document that was given to prove that you partook in something. It is very important. It's a plus, right? It makes you stand out, right? It's an opportunity for you, so just don't let it slide. Grab it and then apply those things that you benefited from, right? And then we look at the documents, right? What you are supposed to provide when you are typing it. We have all documents must be sealed in envelope with the applicant's name, right? Program, year, reference number, phone number, boldly written on it. So when you apply and then you are done, the envelope that you are going to put in your documents, it should be big enough. You write your name, your phone number, and everything. And note that everything that you are supposed to do or whatever contact info you are providing should be active. Else, if they are trying to reach out to you and they don't get you, that's your own mistake. So documents will be sent to the Directorate of Student Affairs office, that is at commercial area. Those who have been boarding the shuttle to commercial area, you see that structure with the bent bricks. That is the Directorate of Student Affairs office. You go there, then you go to room 90 and submit it, right? And then any right tab should be typed with the font type, the font Times New Roman, and then size 12, then double spacing, right? No application will be accepted after the deadline, and then only shortlisted applicants will be called for interview. Yes, so there's an interview for this, right? You go and then they'll interview you, ask you some 1 or 2 questions, and then see if you are fit for the scholarship. So with this one, I always advise people who apply for scholarships that whatever that you write in your motivational letter, your proof of need, or whatever letter that you write, make sure you keep records of it, you keep track of it, have it, so that when you are called for an interview, you just glance through it and then keep in mind what you wrote, so that when you go and then they ask you a question in relation to what you wrote, you do not fumble. If not, they will know that something is up in your sleeves, right? So that is it. You know, the world has changed, right? It's growing technologically, and then students, as you can see in the universities, we don't deal with textbooks that much, so everything is about slides, right? That what we call PDFs, the slides. So your lectures, everything you do, they convert it into a PDF and then send it to you. And then you can bear with me that reading something like that on your phone every day, 24/7, or throughout the week, or for the months that you stay in school, is very stressful. A lot of things will be coming your way. You get messages from your friends. You would have to go and then check and then come back and open the slides again. Sometimes the app that you used to open the slides may start to misbehave, and then it will look like one phone doing a lot of things, so you'll be stressed out, right? And then online classes, you would need a laptop too, because it may get to a point where a lecturer would ask you to project your screen, or share your screen to your mates, and then show them something, or show them what you've done so far. And then you can bear with me that using the mobile phone and then using that to share your screen and then show your project will be very complicated, right? You find it very difficult in making changes. You can also access online courses, though you can use your phone to download the courses online or study online courses. It's very much more easier with the laptop, because you have a bigger screen, and then watching the bigger screen is very enjoyable rather than the phone, because you still get interruptions, right? You can learn skills with it. Graphic designing, which has become very popular nowadays, right? Web video editing and all that. You can use your laptop for these things, which your phone can play to a part, but it's limited, right? But the laptop is very essential, so you can use it for your project works and all that. For group presentation, those already in school, you would understand that getting to the end of the semester, you might have 1 or 2 projects to submit, or presentations to do, and then you would have to present it to the class. You can't use a phone for that, because you need to connect to the projector. So having a laptop has a lot of benefits, and then you wouldn't need to struggle with your academics in school, except when you use the laptop for something else. So this project has helped a lot of students. I can say for the 4 years that's been in existence, there are over 2,000 beneficiaries. All right, so let's take a look at the SONSOL project form, right? So this is a key factor to you becoming a beneficiary of the SONSOL project. If you do not apply through this means, that means you don't have any way to become a beneficiary. So the form is divided into 5 parts, and we are going to take a look at each part and then what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. Okay, so let's look at the first part, which is the applicant's information, right? So everything concerning you, your school, your name, your church, your whatever program, and everything related to you. So in the number 1, we have your surname, your first name, and then the other names. You write it accordingly as it's been asked of you. And then we have the date of birth, gender, male, female. Then we come to the student ID and the index number. The student ID is the number that you had when you bought your voucher, right? When you're applying to KNUST, that number is your student ID. It's also called the reference number. And then we have the index number, which is the one you use to write exams. So when you look at your school's ID card, we have the student ID number or student reference number, and we have the index number. Okay, so I'm sure that most of you have your student ID starting with a 2, right? That is your student ID, and then the index number starts with a different number as well. So the place of birth, and then the residential address, your place. You can use the GPS address if you don't actually have a specific location. You can use the GPS address. Your nationality, so Ghanaian. Since the scholarship is for only Ghanaian students, you should be a Ghanaian. So we come to number 8, which is the religion/religious group name, right? So you state your religion and you state your religious group. So Christianity, then you come Catholic Church. Christianity, then we come SDA Church. You get it, that kind of format. So we come to the hall affiliation. So first, yes, you state the hall that you reside in. If you're a continuing student, you state the hall that you were in back in first year. And then we have the student Vodafone number, which is now the telecell, right? The telecell number. You enter it, and then other mobile number. Make sure that the other mobile number you provide will be very active. They'll be reaching out to you through either the student ID, the student Vodafone number, or your other number which is active. So please be careful with the number that you provide. And then we have the program of study. So BSc Computer Science, BSc Agriculture, BSc Biomedical Engineering. Get it? And then we have duration of program, that is 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, 6 years. You stay the number of years. The current CWA, that is the CWA that you have. But in case the application is opened before the end of the semester results is released, you put a dash there because you don't have a current CWA. But if you have if the results is released before the application is opened, then you know that you can apply with your CWA, right? And then the college, KNUST has 6 colleges, right? Then the faculty, right? And then your department, and then the year or level that you are in. So let's say for instance, I'm a computer science student. So my college is College of Science. My faculty is Faculty of Physical and Computational Sciences. Then I come to the department of Computer Science. Then the year, right? That's how it goes. So now we come to number 19. Indicates the mode by which you gain admission to the university. Less endowed students. As you can see, the less endowed students had their admission before the regular students and then other students, right? So parallel, fee paying, regular students, other. The other could be those who had a protocol admission, right? You can take those who had protocol admission, you take here. When you are regular, you take fee paying, you take parallel, you take less endowed, you take, right? And then we have residential address when school is in session. Where do you stay when the school is in session? Okay, for let's say Kofi is in Unity Hall. When school is in session, Kofi stays in the Unity Hall. That is his residence. Or let's say Kofi is outside campus. Kofi stays at St. Teresa's Hostel. So during school session, Kofi's residential address is what? St. Teresa's Hostel, right? And then are you a beneficiary of any? And then are you a beneficiary of any scholarship or bursary? Yes or no? If yes, you come and provide the amount and then the dates you started becoming a beneficiary. And then if no, then you leave the side empty, right? Then we come to the second part, which is the parent or guardian information. This is related to whoever that is taking care of you. If the person is deceased, you just take here. Now we come to the third part, which is the student's declaration. Here you assent to the fact that you've agreed to the information that you've provided. So you agree that whatever statement that you've made in the above parts, you agree that everything is correct and right. So I hereby declare the information given by me is true and accurate. So your name, that is your full name, your signature, and then the date you filled the form, right? And so we come to part 4, which is the name and address of referee. Your referee is somebody who can stand in for you and say whatever that you are saying is true, right? So the person is supposed to be a senior member of the university. So the hall master, your HOD, your exams officer, those people with those lecturers or people with higher positions in the university, those are the senior members of the university. So you can go to your hall master and then get it signed. So he writes his or her name, then position, then the date, and then the address. That one is not for you to do. They will do it, and then they will sign and stamp. right? And then this is for official use only. You are not supposed to tamper with this, right? Don't tamper with this. So that's that about the form. So let's continue. So we are going to take a look at what the SONSOL project requirements and everything for postgraduates. So in case it comes this year and then subsequent years, then that means you can just look at it and then what you apply, and then you hope or pray that what you become a beneficiary. So let's look at the eligibility. We have brilliant but needy students, right? And then the support is open to only Ghanaian students, including students from IDL and from all colleges. So Obuasi campus, those doing the weekend studies, that is the distant learners, you can also apply because you belong to the IDL, right? And then the support is for first years or first years only. So if you are a first year postgraduate, you can apply now. So we have students already benefiting from scholarships from Get Fund, MP's Common Fund, GMPC's, District Assembly support, or any other scholarship or bursary above 5,000 Ghana cedis are not eligible. So if you're a student having a scholarship scheme that has funds above 5,000 Ghana cedis, you are not eligible. You are disqualified. You are out of it because you are already benefiting. So we create room for somebody to also enjoy. So now let's look at the requirements: the proof of need, admission letter, and then acceptance letter. We've already talked about this, right? So you, when the application is open, the links will be shared. So you make sure you follow me on my Telegram channel or my WhatsApp channel for updates, and then continue to visit this channel for updates as well. Don't forget to subscribe as we move ahead, right? And then keep your suggestions coming in the comment section. I'll be addressing all those, right? So we've already looked at the document section, and then this is for last year, right? It was opened for just a week. The SONSOL project doesn't last longer. When it's open, it just takes a few days and then it's off, right? So now let's go to the undergraduates. Okay, right? So for the undergraduates, this is what we have. Okay, so first years only, brilliant but needy students. The support is for this, just the same format, and then first year students only. And then here, this is where we deal with what the WASI grade. You usually have a WASI grade above 15, right? And then students already benefiting from scholarships. And then for the postgraduate, your limit was 5,000 Ghana cedis. For undergraduate, it's 2,000 Ghana cedis. So if you are enjoying the scholarship scheme more than 2,000 Ghana cedis, you are not eligible. Please do not attempt it because you won't get it. You'll be wondering how to find out. Yes, you will enter your school's ID and know that the school is in charge of your fees and everything. So they run a check to look out for those already enjoying scholarships and then take them out before they begin the process. So the requirements is similar, just that here we have the WASI certificate and then the award certificate for involvement in extracurricular activities. As I said, if you've ever enjoyed a position somewhere and then you were given a certificate, or any activity you partook in and you were given a certificate or anything, that is what you're supposed to do. So that is all that about the SONSOL project. So the SONSOL project is actually a laptop giver, right? It gives you laptop. Okay, and then because it's a project, year in year out, people donate, companies donate. So sponsors like Google, GrassTag, EcoBank, the SRC itself, the KNUST SRC itself, hostels, and then the KNUST administration itself, and other bodies, they also donate to this scheme to help students enjoy the benefits. So we are going to look at how to go about the document, right? How to type in the document. So look at here, we have when you take your letter to whoever that is going to print it, you would have to speak to them and then tell them this is what you are looking up for. So the font is Times New Roman, right? And then the size is 12, and then double spacing. No application will be accepted after the deadline. That's what they do. Once the deadline is due, you don't go there, right? So you submit your application at the docent's office, that is at commercial area. Those who bought the shuttle, that is where the shuttle stops, right? The building with the bent bricks, That is the J. Harper building. That is where the Directorate of Student Affairs offices. So that is that for the SONSOL project. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment your suggestions and your questions in the comment section, and I'll be glad to assist you. Join my channels as well for updates, and then you can also visit the website knustnewsfile.blogspot.com for updates as well. The links are in my profile. You can just go there and then check it out. Thank you very much for watching. Stay blessed. Bye.